This episode of The Young Turks is brought to you by WestHost, offering premium web hosting since 1998. Go to westhost.com/TYT for 25% off your order. I want to talk about a teacher by the name of Tara Myers. She has just resigned from Parkway North High School in St. Louis. And the reason why she did that is because some of her students discovered her porn from 15 years ago. All right, this is actually the second time that she's been fired. I want you guys to watch the video and decide whether or not she deserved it.
What happened in the whole school news in like 5 minutes?
The hot topic at school, science teacher Tara Myers' sexy past. The porn star turned teacher tried to shed what she calls her worst mistake, one that she made more than 15 years ago. And her porno movie past continues to haunt her.
Either way, someone's going to find out one day, and then that's just like a bad look on you if you're a school teacher.
It's happened to her before. In 2006, teachers and parents stood by her when she was suspended from her teaching job in Paducah, Kentucky. Her contract not renewed. The superintendent there feared Myers' past would be a distraction in the classroom.
Anybody who's been in my classroom can tell you how much I love teaching and how much I love these students. And that should be what matters more than anything that I've ever done in my past.
She even shared her story on Dr. Phil and found work at Parkway North High School the following school year. Here's the thing. What she did was not illegal, so it didn't show up on a background check. And district officials say none of her references disclosed her past.
So it was a lesson for everybody just to know that even when you do stuff when you're young, it affects you later.
Myers has quit Parkway North. She'll be paid through the end of the year, but had already decided not to come back next year.
We're also told Tara Myers is not speaking publicly about her decision to leave Parkway North, asking for privacy for herself and her family.
I mean, how many times are we going to hear about this? I just love the hypocrisy of people who talk about women who are in the sex industry, who say, oh, these poor women, we got to do something about them to get them out of this terrible career that they've built for themselves. Sex? What were we talking about? Sex? You know what I mean? Like, they want to get these women out of porn. They want to get these women out of prostitution. But as soon as these women enter a job market, okay, if they become teachers or any other thing, if they work on Wall Street, it doesn't matter. If someone finds out about their porn past, immediately they're asked to resign or they get fired. So what is it? You know, do you want to help these women or do you want them to stay, remain porn stars or prostitutes? I hate when I hear about stories like this, because it shouldn't be about what she did 15 years ago. It should be about what she's doing in the classroom. Okay, she should be evaluated based on how effective she is as a teacher. This always annoys me so much.
Right. Look, two things here. One is, if you're young and you're thinking of doing something like, oh, porn, it'll be fun. Look, be careful, man. Look, as you know me, I'm pro porn, but they're going to hold that over your head, right or wrong. They're going to hold that over your head the rest of your life. So just please, don't think it's like no big deal. As you can see here, it turns out to be a big deal in a lot of instances throughout your life. So that's point number one. Now, point number two, should it be? Of course not. Look, so she can't teach math or she can't teach history or science because she was a porn star? No. And, oh, well, what if the kids look it up and they snicker? First of all, then you've got no control over your kids. You're letting them look up porn. That's your problem, not the teacher's problem. Second of all, of course they are, and who cares? So what? I mean, that's like the big thing, like, oh my God. All right, yeah, but they were apparently looking up porn anyway, so they saw somebody else or they saw their teacher. Yeah, they're going to snicker a little bit more, and yeah, it might lead to their fantasies, whatever it is, right? And then what? And then what? I got news for you. Your teachers, whether they're in porn or not, are having sex.
Yeah.
So if your kids are going to snicker over that, okay. But you know what? That's part of life. Sex is part of life. Get used to it.
Yeah, in fact, some of them are having dirty, dirty sex. It's just not on camera. So are we going to judge everyone in the U.S. population for having sex sometime in their past? It's so stupid. I hate it. But by the way, when it comes to students finding out, people will always make the argument that, oh, well, they're going to lose their respect for the teachers. All of a sudden, they're not going to be seen in a position of authority, yada, yada, yada. I don't buy that at all. Of course, they're going to snicker. They're going to be like, oh, did you know that, I don't know, Mrs. Drew was in porn when she was 25? They're going to talk about it a little bit, and then they're going to get over it. In fact, I have a friend, she's the same age as me. She found out that her male boss did porn in his past, okay? She found it. And you know what she did? Absolutely nothing. She told me about it. We laughed about it a little bit because he doesn't look like the type of guy who'd be in porn. That's the only reason why we laughed about it. And then after that, she got over it. She didn't treat him any worse. You know, she wasn't like, oh, he was in porn. All of a sudden, I'm going to disrespect him and not pay attention to what he's saying. He's the boss. And he did porn. Who cares? So.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't see the relevance. So would you lose respect if you found out your male teachers were going to work on themselves?
A little bit. A little bit.
Okay, I got news for you. Okay, so, I mean, look, all right, I'm not getting into the details of sex. They're all having all sorts of different sex. Some of it is crazy, some of it is fine. It's all, quote-unquote, embarrassing. Why? Because they're human beings. Mm-hmm. It's like, did you know that 15 years ago that teacher was breathing? Yeah, because you got to breathe to be alive. Did you know that she ate food? Oh! All right. Next.
And at West Host offers web hosting for 19 cents a day. You can't get cheaper. That's
right.
ridiculous. You could do web host transfers. Like you got a website, boom, transfer.
For free. You have 24/7 support.
60-day money-back guarantee. Well, then you literally can't lose. 25% off if you go to westhost.com/TYT.
You know what I think about that? I think West Host.
West Host.